fighting stupidity for all eternity. We are the Cell Sisters. We'll help you learn it quicker.
Cell signaling in asthma.
Woo!
Welcome back to the Cell Sisters. I'm Brittany and I have asthma. And I'm Heather and I don't have asthma. I don't know what asthma is. What is it? Glad you asked. You have allergic asthma, which causes airway hyperresponsiveness and airflow limitation when you're in contact with something you're allergic to. But why do I have asthma and you don't? In people with allergic asthma, exposure to allergens causes release of inflammatory mediators, leading to mucus secretion and airway narrowing. These responses are mediated by airway structural cells, including airway epithelial cells and airway smooth muscle or ASM cells. Oh, how?
GPCR-mediated functions happen in airway epithelium cells and control the lung inflammation that causes most asthma. Let's talk about a general cell signaling pathway involving GPCRs. The GS protein-coupled pathway in smooth muscle stimulates adenylyl cyclase, or AC, which catalyzes the formation of cyclic AMP, or CAMP. This affects asthma since an increase in CAMP causes a cellular response of reduced contraction and inflammation because CAMP inhibits myosin light chain kinase, a protein kinase that causes contraction by phosphorylating myosin. In the activation process, GPCRs use epinephrine, a neurotransmitter that acts as a ligand, to change the shape of a receptor by binding to it, causing the G protein to separate. To activate the alpha subunit of the G protein, the bound GDP must be converted to GTP. The alpha subunit then separates from other subunits to bind to and stimulate AC. AC is now able to convert ATP to CAMP. CAMP binds to the regulatory subunit of protein kinase A, whose catalytic subunit separates to phosphorylate other proteins, resulting in intracellular events. But when allergens are present, T helper 2 type inflammation happens, and this involves dendritic cells, a type of white blood cell which reduces the production of CAMP. Less production of CAMP increases asthma symptoms by triggering more inflammation, which causes bronchoconstriction.
Oh no! How do I stop having asthma? You can't. But lucky for you, asthma symptoms can be prevented using anti-inflammatory medications, such as benralizumab, which stop dendritic cells from causing T helper 2 inflammation, allowing pathways like the GS pathway to increase CAMP production and keeping airways open. Wow, interesting. Next time my friends ask me about asthma, I'll tell them all this. Sounds great. Even if your brain remains permanently constricted, I hope you keep your airways nice and clear. I hope so too!